Welcome into Fox 18 Sports Sunday. Got a special guest here, Limbo Ponce, otherwise known as Limbo, getting ready for the Iowa Junior Middleweight Championship bout that's going to be at Rhythm City Casino and Resort on February 2nd. We talked with stunning Stephen Edwards, his opponent, last week. And so here's Limbo. Limbo, just start by telling us a little bit about yourself. I understand you're local, so walk us through that and kind of, where you grew up and, how we're here right now.
Okay, yeah, I mean, my original name is Limbo Ponce. Everybody calls me Limbo, I don't know, it's just easier to say, I guess. But yeah, I'm originally from here, from Moline, Rock Island area, but now I reside in Bettendorf, Iowa. Bought a small home last year. I got a family of 5, 2 girls and a little boy. He's a junior. But yeah, I mean, I've been, here since 2001 when I came to the States from Mexico, Acapulco. But yeah, I mean, it's been a great city, and the Quad Cities has been great to me, so yeah. And
you mentioned they've been great to you, and certainly a rich boxing history here and a good culture as well. Plenty of gyms to go around. What got you started into boxing? Kind of, walk us through what was the inspiration behind all that?
Honestly, it was my mom is the one that took me to the gym. She had a coworker. Her cousin owned a gym, so she took me down there because she wanted me something to do after school, something, get me out the streets so I can, be tired and just go to school and train,
Sure.
So yeah, I mean, I started at the Attica Boxing Club, was there for 12 years, and about 3 or 4 years ago, I started with Niall Pena Boxing. He took me on well, and we're doing good work,
Yeah, and talk about kind of, obviously boxing requires a large cast of people. You got your trainers, you have promoters, a bunch of groups of people to help you through the process. What's that been like working with, some people closest to you throughout this whole process, and how have they helped you kind of grow in your game as well?
Well, obviously, when you're an amateur, it's a lot different than now. In the pro game, I feel like you got to have a strength and conditioning trainer. Obviously, you got to get that road to work every day. Obviously, the gym, strategy. I mean, it's all, has to be put together, and have a nice plan where you can rest. Obviously, you have to work, and have to, put that all together so we can execute the day of the fight. So,
how does that work for you? I mean, you mentioned you have to work, obviously full-time job. You got a family. And at the same time, you got to find time to train and sleep. How do you make it all work?
I mean, it's hard, but it's something I've been passionate, doing pretty much more than half of my life. So I feel like this is the time because I know I'll regret it if I leave now. And later on, I'll be like, I wish I would have done more when I was younger,
Yeah, so and now we're here, you're 16-3 in professional career fights there. I believe 10 knockouts in that. Tell us a little bit about your style, why it's worked for you so far. 16-3, certainly an impressive record there.
Right. I think I bring a lot to the game. I can box. I have good speed for the weight class, and I think I'm bringing out my power with my trainer, Niall Pena. He's been really helpful, doing that. So.
Walk us through your training regimen. A normal day for you, what does that consist of? And I'm sure you mix things up, but you have to walk us through a little bit of that.
Well, obviously, I have my full-time job. I get up at 3 in the morning, eat some oatmeal, banana or something, get something light, coffee on the way home. I'm on the way to work. Then, obviously, you work from 4 to 2:30, 10-hour days, get off, either run or go do some strength and conditioning. Depending, and we work boxing at 7 p.m. to about 9 o'clock. And obviously get home, take a shower, eat a little bit, go back to bed, and start all over, so.
Rinse and repeat, right?
Yeah,
Just,
definitely.
Keep the cycle going.
Yeah.
Well, we're getting ready for that February 2nd title match. Should be a great one against stunning Stephen Edwards. So we're going to talk about that big championship bout. Coming up next, stay with us. That's next after the break.